And the ref's gone, I've done it once and the man... Oi, allow it.
Calm down. I'm going to work in the line.
Okay.
Only right. He said it's only right the first person on here is him. I miss you. Only come here for you. Oh, is it one of them?
Handball has suited me back in it. I'm back next week. I'm back next week, man.
I only bought him out for you,
I'm
you know.
back, man. I'm back. I got pictures ready for after the game, son. Don't watch. WhatsApp stories gonna be mad.
Yes, people, welcome to Sunday League Settings with myself, Big Fazza. Each and every week, we'll be bringing you the biggest and best teams from across the Midlands and giving them a platform so they can showcase their ability of what they're about on a Sunday morning. Now, this week, we've got two teams from the Oakbourne and Coronation Premier Division, AFC Beacon against Goalacticos FC. Now, let's get into the action. Beacon go and win themselves an early corner, first couple minutes of the game. A face you probably recognise standing over the corner, Akani, whips it in, but hits nobody. Now we got some decent ball retention from the Goalacticos back line. Just recycling the ball, keeping hold of it. Plays it to their number 12, who's doing a job at right back. Plays into the feet of Braz. Tries to play it through to the gap, but scooped up there by Raggy, doing a job in goal for Beacon. Now ball into the feet of Page, doing a job at left back for Beacon. Passes it back to Ash. Sends a long one forward. Simo gets a little nudge in the back. Referee blows up for an early free kick to Beacon. Brownie looking for a quick one, but leaves it to Fuller. Now after all that deliberating, Fuller plays into the feet of Clarkey, who can't get it under control. It ends up going out for a throw-in. Now a little dink played up as Beacon are playing a high line, but Raggy does clear it up. Sweeper keeper, high into the sky. And I believe that Simo putting their centre half under pressure. To the feet of Akani, as you know, Mr. Pace and Power. Plays into the feet of Fuller to Brownie. Page has got the overlap. And if you know Page, he's always going to try tuck back in on that right foot. Drops the shoulder. Shot away. Just wide. Unlucky though, boys. And as we go back down the other end, ball whipped in by Goalacticos. Decent footwork here by Brownie, I must say. He tries to skip away from Flicks. But in all fairness to Flickstar, he's back there harrowing and puts them under pressure and wins the ball back for Goalacticos. More pressure on that left-hand side. I do believe that's Braz that whips it into the box. Nobody gives Page a call and he ends up putting it out for a corner. Now, massive shout out to the godfather of Birmingham Sunday League, Big Man Sash. If you know him like I know him, he's a legend. Now, Braz whips the corner in. Raggy gets a hand on it. Number 8 edge of the box. But it ends up high over the bar into the bush. Start again. Now free kick pushed into the Beacon half, but it's won early there by Brown. Shouts for a free kick on Faz, but the referee waves it on. Intercepted there by AJ, and he plays into Vita Clarkey. 50-50. You gotta love him. Ball still stays in play, and it's played up the left wing. Decent control on the chest there by Holgate, I must say. Fuller and Brownie, both competing for it, and again picked up by Bowser. Brown with a loose pass into the midfield. Played into the runner Holgate, who's got time to get his head up. Tex on Ash. Plays it across the 6-yard box to an unmarked Flickster, who taps it in the back of the onion bag. 1-0 to Goalacticos.
VAR.
Replay that.
Now that's an early lead by the Goalacticos boys, and as we carry on into the game, they do whip another ball into the box just out of camera shot. Flickster giving Pagey all types of problems, but Ash comes away with it. Now Beacon on the attack once again, but the ball's intercepted by Goalacticos, sent into the space, and Flickster's becoming a bit of a nuisance to that Beacon back line. Free kick awarded to Beacon in the end though. Now more good hold up play by Holgate into their number 8, who's trying to pull strings in midfield for Goalacticos, but it's intercepted there by the man Bowser. Decent defending into the feet of Simo, but Bones can't get it under control. Holgate and Pagey, 2 former Motive players, mixing it just in front of the camera here. Things you love to see. Now Goalacticos start again. Centre half into the feet of Braz, just out of camera shot. Apologies. He plays into the feet of Holgate. Decent outside of the right foot. Pass to Flickster. Raggy does just enough. Probably about 15 minutes into the game at this point, and I think it's fair to say that Goalacticos have started out the hungrier team. Back in possession once again. Decent retention of the ball. Laid off to Braz, who gets a shot away. Takes a deflection off Ash, and that could have gone anywhere. Corner to Goalacticos. Just out of camera shot. Corner taken. Brownie gets a header on it. Picked up once again by Goalacticos. And they start again. Now Beacon still looking to create something in his first half. Out to the feet of Akani on that right wing. But Goalacticos ain't having none of it. Great slide tackle in there by their centre half, Hassan. And the start again. I'm mentioning Hassan, Mr. Rory Delap himself tries to throw one into the box. Cleared by Brownie, edge of the box. Shot away, but it's over the bar again. Plays it across the back into the feet of Clarkey, who sees AJ in space. Mr. Pace and Power drops the box. Hassan's treading water. Whipped in by AJ. Simo rises like a salmon uncontested, but it goes over the bar. I think it's fair to say the reaction from Faz says it all. You got to be putting those in the back of the onion bag. Now Beacon starting to warm into the game a little bit. Down that right hand side of Akani. Whips it in. Tried to get a shot away, but it's cleared. Doesn't go any farther than Fuller though. Shoots first time, but it does go well wide. Now Holgate sizing up Clarkey, who does his job and puts it out for a corner. Now Braz standing over the set piece once again. Gives a signal for Hassan at the back post, who could double the Goalacticos lead, but it just skims the bar. Now I've been involved in Sunday League long enough to know that if you don't take your chances at one end, the opposition will definitely take theirs at the other end. Now ball picked up by Faz. He's got time to turn on it. Plays into the feet of Simo, who does a nice little Croy flick into the path of Faz once again. Goes and makes it 1-1.
Do you know what I mean? And it's madness, like I said. Oh, what a ball.
Now B can get themselves back into the game. Level at 1-1. Intercepted by number 12, doing the job at right back, like I said. Into the feet of their left back, who plays into the path of Flickster. And like I said, he is a handful up top. Sides up Ash once again. Tucks inside. Into the feet of Holgate, who gets a shot away. Stings the keeper's hands, but Raggy collects that all day. Now in the latest episode of Now You See It, Now You Don't. Introducing Brownie. Now you see it, now you don't. That was naughty, that was Brownie. And the pass to AJ was too, but AJ's got no power in that left foot. Ends up going out for a throw-in the end. Now Clarkey and Bones are causing Goalacticos a bit of trouble on that right-hand side. Doubling up on their left back. Bones steps away from their defender. Clarkey tries to whip it in the box, but it's too close to the keeper. Now more decent hold-up play there by the man Flickster. Sees the overlap of number 12, but AJ comes along and says, welcome to the game. Number 8 pulling string once again for Goalacticos into the feet of number 12, who sizes up Pagey, but Pagey doesn't give him an inch in all fairness. AJ's there to back him up as well. Tries to get past Pagey. AJ's there backing him up, but just out of camera shot ends up giving away a free kick. Braz with a signal again. Whips it in. Number 8 gets a header on it. Just wide. And as we're drawing towards the end of the first half, Fuller standing over the free kick just inside the beacon half. Brownie helps it on. The ball's there to be contested for. Simo leaves one on the keeper. Goalacticos looking at the ref, asking for a card, but referee just waves it off in the end. Now, with most of the fixtures being rained off this weekend, most of the other teams from the league ended up coming down to watch this game, and they were giving Flickster a bag of banter on the side, but credit where it's due to Flickster, he didn't stop, man, and he was proper putting him under a lot of pressure. Now, another man that was also performing in his first half was the number 7 for Goalacticos, Braz. Sal's Fuller one there. Now, from the resulting free kick, their number 8, he has got a shot on him, stings Raggy's hands once again, and it goes out for a corner. Now, nothing comes of that resulting corner, and Beacon managed to clear their lines. Eventually, Fuller gets a foot on it. Pagey plays it into the feet of Faz. Gets his head up, looking for options up the wing. But it just ends up going into the keeper's hands. And on that note, referee blows up for half time.
Let's just look at the third. We've got one line perfect is the item.
Number 8 here, he's dropping off and he's picking up the ball and he's got bare time. If somebody just tackles him,
I'll stick on him.
Boys, listen, first of all, we're giving away the ball too much. Way too much. We're overheating our passes. Way too much. The ground is slippery. The ball is going to move fast. We're giving away the ball. First of all, we need to keep the ball because without the ball, we're not going to win the game. So regardless of what anyone else says, the main thing is keep the ball, look after the ball, talk to each other, tell each other when you've got time, tell each other when you've got space, tell each other which shoulder your man's coming on. Communication's key, boys. We're not communicating on the pitch. It's like we're not together on the pitch today, and we need to be together. So keep the ball and keep the passes simple. Remember, every pass doesn't have to go forwards. We can play backwards to go forwards. It's like we're overheating every pass sometimes. When we've got Raggy, play back to Raggy, drag their players around and create gaps. We only need one gap to go through, and we're through one goal. But first of all, we need to keep the ball, and Josh is right. Their number 8 is dropping off. He's cheating, but he's dropping off. But the thing is, if he's cheating, that means that one of our players is through. So what's one of our players doing?
Oh, shock. He dragged the ball back for no reason.
So he had time to pass the ball, he held on to it for 5 seconds. Yeah, he's done a drag back.
That's what you got.
He says, my name's DE7, read about me on Twitter, and he got clapped. So he's saying, Andre Lover, can we get a winner out of you please today, please, mate? Oh, can we have that St. Paul's Andre Lover back, please?
Put your flag doing it's not off. And the next one, I've done it once and the man. Oi, Larry. Calm down.
My G.
Chat to me after.
Yeah, no problem. Back pocket. So I love being the neutral now, you know, sir. Shit stare as much as I want now, you know.
It's good though, this morning.
You see these all croft there? This morning, podcasting. Who's winning the league, blood? I'm the biggest shit stir now. Who's winning the league?
Farmhouse Beacon.
AFC, AFC. Who's winning the league, Al? Who's winning the league?
Well, these man are bottling it every week, so I wouldn't say.
Where are you in the league?
I love it.
Hold on. Where are you in the league?
With a
Shut
game.
your mouth.
I'm the biggest shit stirrer today, you know, bruv. I'm neutral. Oi, Trey, who's winning the league? What?
Now, the half-time banter and the festivities over with. Let's get the second half underway. When as I say that, the boy Tams wants to have another word.
Because you're not playing, yeah?
2 games I ain't played.
Yeah.
We've unfortunately lost in it.
Say no
Today
more.
we're going to take the W though.
I love
It's
it,
going
I
to
love
change.
it.
It's going to change.
Now, as I'm too busy bantering with Tams, Simo leaves a late one on Hassan. But Hassan gives me a joke, man. Hear what he says. And that's why I call it Sunday League settings, people, because there's only certain things you'll ever hear on a Sunday morning at football. And as we resume play, foul on Brownie, and I'm not too sure what he says to the referee here, but referee deems it bad enough to put Brownie in the sin bin. So AFC Beacon down to 10 men. I believe it's for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, so I'm not too sure. Now another decent delivery by Braz. Hassan competing with Ash, and it goes out for a goal kick. But they are coming closer. I must say Goalacticos are with these set pieces. Now the boy Page on the ball into Faz, who's got a loose touch and plays into the feet of Holgate. Puts his team under pressure. Goalacticos on the left hand side with the man Flickster, who's got time to get it under control. Drops the shoulder, takes it past Clarkey. Plays the ball into the box. Now shouts for a pen.
I've seen them given, you know.
Braz will talk about that one on the podcast, mate. But I have seen them given. And on that note, Beacon clear their lines. Quick change for AFC Beacon. An honest shift by Simo up top, replaced by the number 9. Now at this point, I don't know if his name's Flickster or Prime Perlo. I leave it for social media to decide. Now Brad's just welcoming their number 9 into the game. Just leaves a naughty one on him. Now for those of you that have watched the videos previously and have heard me commentate, you know I always give a fair shake of both teams. And I have to say that Goalacticos' ball retention and the way they played this game was pretty decent. Now I've seen the big man Steven Gerrard do it, but Raggy gets just enough behind it. Couldn't have caught it with his hand, so he has to save it with his feet. I believe that's Holgate once again into the feet of Braz. Little dink. Faz gets just enough on it. Fuller clears it just out of camera shot. I do apologise, I was talking to somebody at the time. And Goalacticos start again. Now number 8 pulling strings again in the midfield for Goalacticos. Cheeky little outside the foot pass into number 3. Heavy first touch and it's swept up there by Ash. Now it's just out of camera shot, but Ash has some neat footwork there. Plays into the feet of Akani, who's got a loose pass. And Mr. Pull Strings stings the fingers of Raggy once again. Another corner whipped in by Braz. Cleared there by Brownie, I believe, is back on. So Beacon are back to their full strength squad of 11 men now. Hassan with another Rory the lap type of throw. Cleared by Brownie. And what a pass this is by Faz to set Bones on his way. Now the Goalacticos defenders are scrambling to get back. Bones is sizing up there, number 4. Drops the shoulder, just out of camera shot. Gets his shot away. Scrambled by the keeper, but cleared eventually by the right back. The long throw. Cleared by the number 8. Helped on by their number 9. Into the feet of Flickster. Who again, man, he's just pulling strings up top. Fair play to the big man. But what a 50-50 tackle that is by the boy Bowser. Into the feet of AJ. Heavy touch. Can't get it under control. It's a bit scrappy. Both teams competing for it, and it eventually goes out for a throw-in. And Braz leaving one on their number 12. I don't know how you thought you got away with that one, big man. Now from that resulting free kick, Bowser sends one long. It's helped on by Brownie into the path of Bones, but Hassan does just enough. Clears his lines. And eventually Goalacticos do give away a free kick. Silly one. Referee does try to play the advantage with Pagey, but there's none given. So free kick to Beacon. Faz whips one in. It's cleared by Goalacticos though. Clarkey helps it back on. But offside given eventually. And as we go back up the other end, it's whipped in by the number 3 looking for Holgate. Just over his head. Faz has got time to turn on it. Number 12 steps across him, obstructs him and gives a free kick. Now back on that left-hand side with Beacon. Good hold-up play there by the boy Bones. Eventually the overlapping run from Pagey. But on that left peg, it's always going to be a bit suspect. Sorry, Page. Whips it in for AJ, but he eventually goes out for a throw-in. Now Clarkey into the feet of Brownie, who plays it back to Clarkey, who helps it on. Bones tries to get something on it. And as we zoom in, Bones drops the shoulder, sides up Hassan. Number 9's free in the middle. Goal for Beacon. But no, it's waved offside. Fans ain't happy. Beacon can definitely feel harshly done by, and number 3's look says it all. Now with about 15 minutes left to go with the game, both teams are pressing for the winner, so there's gaps that are starting to open up on the pitch. Decent hold-up play by Holgate once again. Played into the feet of the right back, the number 12. He gets his shot away, but it just goes over the bar. Now straight from that goal kick, Pagey plays a decent ball into the feet of Brownie. Decent touch. Plays into the path of their number 9. It's 3-on-2. Now if he gets his head up, AJ's all alone in the box. Cuts it back, but it misses out all the lads. Beacon have got to start again. AJ's got time to turn on it. Drops the shoulder. Tries to whip one in, but it goes out eventually for a corner. Deflected by their number 3. Now corner whipped in. Bones peels away from his marker. And if he gets a better connection on that, it makes it 2-1 to Beacon. And as we go straight back down the other end, into the feet of Braz once again. Holgate just trying to get it under control. Brown tries to stick a foot in, but Holgate does come away with it eventually. Whips it out to their number 12, who's wide on that right-hand side. Drops the shoulder. Flicks it if he gets a better connection, and it goes and makes it 2-1 to Goalacticos. Back and forwards at this point of the game. Bowser stepping out of defence with a ball. Into the feet of Brownie, who's got plenty of time to get his head up. Number 9 drops the shoulder into the feet of Bones. Checks it and goes the other way. Overlapping run from Brownie. Whips it in. Defender misses it. Keeper scrambles it. AJ can't get his shot away, and the keeper somehow gets his hands all over it. Again, another chance goes beckoning for Beacon. And Fuller, I had to leave this one in. This was you rolling back the years. I'm sure I've seen you do this at Lion of Judah a few times. Easy, my lad. Now, quick change for Goalacticos. I believe Holgate come off and Alex has just come on for him, going up top to play with the man Flickster, who I just mentioned once again. Tries to play for their number 9, but what a tackle that is by Bowser. And just clears his lines, no nonsense. Now number 8 on the ball for Goalacticos, but it's intercepted by Brownie. AJ lays it off. Decent pass into the path of number 9. But yeah, Goalacticos won't let him get away there. Free kick. The big man Brownie standing over it, but sends it well over the bar. Now free kick whipped in by Ash. Goalacticos can't clear their lines, and it eventually bounces back in their 18-yard box. Chance forced to Bones as you left foot, but decent save by the keeper, I must say. Goalacticos send one up the pitch though, just out of camera shot. But I will mention Bowser's defending was quality. Just sees out their striker, their number 9 there, a quality little step over, plays into the feet of Ash, and B can start again. And as I say that, curse to the commentator, Bowser ends up giving the ball away. It's helped on by Alex. Now, if their number 9 gets his head up, he sees Flickster's on his own on the back here. But I don't know if that was a shot or a cross, but eventually comes to nothing. Now, another long throw by Haas. It's helped on by Braz, I believe. Their number 9 tries to whip it in. Goalacticos trying to get the winner, but Raggy scoops it up. Quick distribution out to AJ, who's doing a job in the middle. Number 9 tries to drop the box and knock it round number 4, but eventually goes out for a throw-in. And 2 minutes into the added time at the end of the 90, Haas whips one to the right-hand side. The number 12 gets it down eventually. Number 9 peels away. Can you get the winner? Yes. Oh, over the bar. I think Hassan's reaction says it all. Now, straight from that resulting goal kick, number 12 whips one in. Brownie in front of the keeper, gets a foot on it. AJ misses it. Brownie misses it. Oh, literally the last chance of the game. And on that note, referee blows up for full time. Now, I must say, game could have gone either way. I think a point shared is a fair result all round for both teams. All the best to AFC Beacon and Goalacticos for the rest of the season. Yeah, Sunday League settings.
So who's winning the league then, lads?
Power. FC Power. You heard it here. Deebs, best gaffer in the league. That's what I want.
Oi, reigning champion. Who's winning the league this season?
No funds. I've got no funds. No funds.
Oi, Sash is that rich uncle that don't spend fuck all on no one, you know. How can you walk in that the chest?
Shake some hands.
Asking me a place for. Have a slim on the plate.
Yeah, man. Sunday league settings, man. Mad.
7, 9, 6, what?
5 aside. Are you playing? Who's the shooter? Are you playing? Do you want me to play, John? You should. Send him in.
Flicks, listen.
I'm Manchester treading water still.
How long did it take you to get to the match?
I'm tired, bro.
I know you're tired.
Fam.
I know you're tired.
I got bad ankle spots. Get me, but man, running like a dickhead, just passing the ball.
Now, man of the match goes to the man Flickster. I think it's hard to argue against this one today, boys, so it's well deserved. Now, a quick look at the table. It's all still to play for. We're only a quarter way through the league. Now, respect people, myself, Big Fazza, on behalf of Sunday League Settings, log on, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bless up.